Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Clarence Carter Story Part 2 on Soul Facts. Clarence Carter had finally reached the pinnacle of success. With 2 million sellers and denting the notches of his musical belt, he now became one of the spokesmen of the now fledgling R&B genre, Southern Soul. Clarence Carter released his sophomore LP, The Dynamic Clarence Carter, in the spring of 1969, that reached number 22 on Billboard's R&B LP chart on April 12th. Clarence's top 10 R&B chart success was consistent in 1969, starting with How Can I Get Your Love When You Keep On Snatching It Back, Snatching It Back, that hit number 4 on April 12th. And his classic B-side, the cover of James Carr's 1967 masterpiece hit retitled Making Love at the Dark End of the Street. The Feeling Is Right, number 9, August 2nd. The feeling is right, and the time is right now. Doing Our Thing, number 9, November 1st. But ooh, baby, we're doing our thing. And the comical B-side, I Smell a Rat. I smell a rat. I smell a rat. A dirty rat. I smell a rat. Carter's third outstanding Atlantic album, Testifying, fared at number 35 on the Soul LP chart during its 4-week run. And an additional song was included in this LP, Backdoor Santa, a sexually charged Yuletide number that had less to do with the representation of Santa Claus. Using the red suit as a camouflage to hide his identity, Clarence cleverly describes the object of the back door in the lyrics instead of the chimney as an escape mechanism, while making all the little girls happy in case the boys return from the pleasure of play. They call me Backdoor Santa. I make my runs about the break of day. Backdoor Santa was issued as a single and hit number 17 on Billboard's Best Bets for Christmas chart on December 28, 1968. It was also featured on a masterpiece Christmas compilation LP on Atco Records called Soul Christmas. Released on Friday, November 8th, the album reached number 13 on the magazine's Christmas LP chart, also on December 28th, becoming a holiday soul classic. They call me Backdoor Santa. I make my runs about the break of day. 19 years later, rappers Run DMC sampled Backdoor Santa for their 1987 popular Christmas classic rap entitled Christmas in Hollis.
It was December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark when I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park. I approached him very slowly with my heart full of fear. Looked at his dog, oh my God, a ill reindeer.
Backdoor Santa was later covered by Bon Jovi, the Black Crowes, Elliot Yamin in 2008, and so many others.
They call me Backdoor Santa.
While working at Birmingham's 2728 nightclub, Clarence Carter met a beautiful former gospel singer named Candy Staton and asked her to tour with his band after he saw her perform. Staton was working in a hospital in Cleveland, fleeing from her jealous husband, and took up courses in nursing and just wasn't ready. Towards the end of 1968, Candy divorced her husband, gave up her nursing career, and decided to go on the road with Carter. Clarence then took Staton to Fame Studios and introduced her to Rick Hall, who was very impressed with her. At the time, Candy was inked on an indie label in Birmingham called Unity Records, owned by Bob Grove. Hall brought out her contract from the imprint and signed her to fame in 1969. Carter composed her first hit single entitled I'd Rather Be an Old Man's Sweetheart Than to Be a Young Man's Fool, charting number 9 R&B on July 26, 1969.
I'd rather be an old man's sweetheart than to be a young man's fool. Oh, yeah.
The song earned her a Grammy nomination for Best R&B Song, but lost to the Winstons with a spring-summer hit of 1969, Color Him Father.
Said I'm gonna color him father.
On Sunday, August 9, 1970, Clarence Carter and Candy Staton were married and later had a son, Clarence Carter Jr. With a lot of ups and downs between the two, they later divorced in 1973. With a total of 7 top 10 R&B hits from 1968 to 1970, including one that missed the top 20, Take It Off Him and Put It On Me.
So just take it off him and put it on me. Where I belong, it ought to be.
You know, there's a great version of this song recorded live by Buddy Miles in July of 1971, featured on this classic LP entitled Buddy Miles Live. Take a listen to see what you think.
Oh, take it off him and put it on me. It ought to be. So just take it off him.
Clarence Carter's version hit number 23 R&B. He could do no wrong.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods.
Ah, Patches. The song that defined the art of faith, strength, inspiration, and determination. It's a heartfelt story about a young boy born in poverty and raised on a farm in Alabama that took over responsibilities at the request of his dying father. The song was composed by Norman General Johnson, member of the group, chairman of the board, and Ronald Dunbar, A&R man for Motown songwriters Holland Dozier and Holland's label, Hot Wax Invictus.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods.
Patches was also included on the chairman of the board's first album and the In Session LP, and issued as a B-side on the group's third hit single, Everything Is Tuesday.
Everything is Tuesday, feeling lightheaded and woozy. I was born and raised down in Alabama.
Clarence said he heard the song Patches on the chairman of the board's LP and liked it, but he said he had his own ideas on how the song should be sung. It was my idea to make the song sound real natural. Carter first thought the song would be degrading for a black man to sing, but Rick Hall convinced Clarence to record it because it related to his own personal history as he was growing up.
He said, Patches, I'm depending on you, son.
Recorded at the Fame Studios, the song was released in July of 1970 and zoomed to the number 2 position on Billboard's Soul Single Chart on September 12, 1970. Carter's final and 4th self-titled LP on Atlantic, Patches, also hit number 18 on the Soul LP chart on October 10th of 1970. Patches was Clarence's biggest crossover hit, hitting number 4 pop and number 2 in the UK and becoming his signature song. The song won the Grammy Award for Best Rhythm and Blues Song for the songwriters General Johnson and Ronald Dunbar in 1971. It's been covered by B.B. King, country singers Jerry Reed and George Jones, and many others. Patches became Clarence Carter's 3rd million seller that earned him his 3rd gold record. After record sale declined on Atlantic, Carter departed from the label in 1972 and returned to fame and issued 4 more classic singles, including the remake of the Billy Ward and Domino's 1951 hit, 60-Minute Man.
I'm a 60-minute man.
And I'm the Midnight Special.
Midnight special. That's what they call me around town.
Clarence left fame and signed with ABC Records and released 3 albums and the top 50 R&B single in 1975, I Got Caught Making Love to Another Man's Wife.
I got caught making love to another man's wife.
Caught a regulator to indie labels like Ron, Future Stars, and in 1980 signed with Venture Records and released It's a Monster Thing, charting number 81 in September of 1981.
It's a monster thing.
It's a monster thing.
Girl, your love is a monster thing.
It's a monster thing.
When the hits stopped, Clarence continued to tour, make appearances in various clubs all throughout the South.